Yeah, they in trouble. Ooh, they are in trouble. Miami in trouble. Flamingo. Miami is in trouble, bro. Ah, my God, what's good? Yeah. I think, hey, man, big shout out, beloved, man. Big shout out, beloved. Jalen Funson. Hey, yo, how is Laker fans still even talking anything? Come on, man. Broom, sweep. I ain't even listen. It ain't nothing about the Lakers, man. Listen, Miami is in trouble. Miami in trouble. I'm sorry. Oh, look at my man from damn, I forgot the name of the movie. Listen, man. 17 banners. Nigga, you was alive for like 4 of them. Get out of here, man. Y'all nigga, man. Yo, I keep telling y'all Laker fans, man. Y'all the worst. Nigga said 17 banners. Nigga seen 3 of them. Yo, man, y'all niggas get out of here, man. Nigga said, I'm a Lakers fan. We got 17 banners. How many you seen? No. Hey, Jay Leto. How many did he see, though? So that means he seen Magic Johnson and them niggas. He seen all, you know what I mean? He even seen before that. Cha-ching, what up, hey, Cha-ching. Jimmy Butler about to have us out here looking crazy. Hey, Rob, y'all might do it, Rob. My cousin's a big Boston fan, and he might have called it. These niggas about to make history. These niggas about to make history. Jimmy Butler about to have niggas in the streets looking so crazy. Oh, my God. Playoff Jimmy looking like... Yo, man. Listen, I added the nigga. Listen, bro, don't have us out here looking crazy. Wow. These niggas come back down 0-3. Look at these niggas. Wow. Now he ain't overrated. Stop, man. Stop. I'm not gonna say he overrated. Niggas was the #1 seed last year. They was in Game 7. Cedric Ceballos on steroids. See? Every time niggas get a little winning streak, y'all start talking crazy. I think y'all gonna make history, though. Y'all gonna make history. My nigga, he went crazy in 3 rounds, nigga. Miami in trouble, though. The kid Vincent hurt. And I'm being honest, man. They ain't playing good basketball right now. Jimmy and them ain't looking too good. Bam. Listen, you come back from 0-3? Wow. Woo. Hey, y'all know what we gotta start doing? For everybody that's whatever team you a fan of, you can't claim rings you never seen. That's the new shit on Allball. You cannot claim rings you never seen. And you got to be a certain age. If you watch the Lakers win a ring and you were 6 years old, that shit don't count. You can't claim rings you didn't see. So the Lakers organization got 17 rings. If you only seen 3, y'all got 3. Fuck out of here. Y'all bum ass niggas. Y'all niggas got swept. Laker niggas on here is thank you. Yeah. Yo, how do you get swept and you still talk crazy? Listen, it behooves me. Yeah, I know that word. That shit behooves me. And I'm talking to Mills 196, good brother. But come on, bro. Yo, we got 17 banners. Nigga, you seen 3. You seen 3. Y'all niggas get out of here. Yeah, come on, man. That go for everybody. You a Boston Celtics fan? Yo, we got 17 rings. How many you seen? 2? Y'all got 2, nigga. My Knicks, we ain't got none. I ain't seen it in the 70s. Come on, bro. Y'all niggas gotta stop. Stop. Nigga seen Magic when he was like 3. Get out of here, man. Stop, man. Stop. Y'all talking to a real ball fan, bro. I was born in 77. Come on, man. Yeah, you better put them a laughing emojis on. Come on, man. Yeah. Y'all niggas was not in the crib watching no Magic. Stop it. Stop it. Flea, what up? Hey, listen, man. Might have to be a lot of retractions. Jimmy Butler. Whoo. I might, listen, man. I might have to go in hiding. We on YouTube too, y'all. I might have to go in hiding, man. Oh my God. Damn, y'all look like y'all about to run them through. Listen, Jimmy about to have us out.
Yo,
well, not y'all.
You got to remember what this Boston team was doing all year. Like they was shitting the bed in the playoffs, but all year long they was a top team.
Hey, Flea, down. Oh, listen. All that ain't nobody apologizing to Boston. See, this is what I be saying.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Hold on. No, hold on, Flea. We be on live every day. Nobody talking Boston. Except my cousin, Black Car Rob. He's a big Boston fan. Like, big Boston fan. All these other people talk about we got to apologize to Boston. No, we don't.
Oh, God.
Boston be like, hey, Flea, look, we got to do.
Yeah.
Flea, we listen. We got a new rule. Hey, Flea, you ready for the new rule? Boston, that's why you laughing? Here's the new rule. If you ain't watched the rings, you can't claim them.
Yo, that's beautiful, man.
If you ain't watched the rings,
I love
you
that.
can't claim them.
Right.
Nigga on lot. Yo, hey, boss man. Nigga named Mills. Look, good brother. All love. Yo, I'm a Lakers fan. We got 17 rings. How many you seen?
Oh, God.
That's the new shit.
I wasn't around for that.
I ain't seen it in 72 because I wasn't born, so I ain't got no rings. Right. Boss man got 2 rings. He seen that joint. All you other niggas, if you ain't seen a ring, you can't talk about it. I'm sorry. Right. You got to be a certain age, too. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You got to be a certain age. This shit got to stop. Yo, this shit got to stop. Listen, nigga won in 95. Nigga was born in 90. Talking about, yo, we got rings. Man. This shit got to stop, man.
Everything's
Boss man got to stop.
Where's Flea go?
Come on, man. How you feeling today? I don't know. He dropped off. He probably gonna come back on. But, I ain't going to stay on too long. But, when it's a 20-point game, we ain't going to stay on here and cause us not get no sleep. But I said, let me come on real quick. But I'm going to give a shout out to Beloved and my cousin Rob. Rob is a big Boston fan. Like, he legit. And I'm going to give a shout out to Beloved because he called it. Even before it was 3-0 or 0-3. And I'm going to be real, boss man. Miami
looking a long way,
like they about to let history happen.
They're looking like an AC.
Yeah. Yeah, but still 0-3. Listen, ain't no excuse for that. If Boston come back and win 4-0, I'm not letting y'all.
No, I'm just saying how they're playing right now.
We not doing that.
Is a testament to who they really been. They've been on a nice run right now through the playoffs. But the fact still remains, they was a playing team. They had to fight their way to get in, and they had to fight their way to get in because, they ain't win enough games in the regular season. So they, like you said last series when they was playing against us, they're good, but they're not really that good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. And shout out to Boz. Boz is a Boston fan. Hey, I'm sorry, Boz. Shout out to Boz.
Come back. Jimmy Butler definitely not a superstar. Hold on. This is the question of the night.
I'm being real. If they come back, you got to let me answer. If they come back 4-0, the retractions, I might have to do. I mean, bro, y'all not gonna see me for like 3 days. I'm letting y'all know now.
I don't care if they come back. If they do it, if they come back, don't make me no different. The Knicks are not there.
I know.
I don't know if you got to retract.
Of course, I agree with that, but I'm just
Jimmy
saying.
Butler
The way
is
I was
as a
going crazy
player.
for Jimmy Butler.
If the team loses, I know how you rock.
Hey,
I know how you rock.
Y'all should know me by now. I'm a panicker. Hold on. I'm a panicker. I exaggerate. If he lose 4 straight in a row, I'm getting on his ass. I'm sorry. I don't know what you talking about. Pause. Boss man. I'm getting on Jimmy ass if they lose 4 straight. I don't care about HC. I don't care about none of that. No.
So
no. And Eric Spoelstra ass gonna be on fire too.
That was the question was, is Jimmy Butler a superstar either way?
Say it again. Yes.
I just want to come at us.
Yes. Yes. I don't know why. Yes. But
that nigga Bookie is stupid.
Hey, yo, you gotta love our people, man. You gotta love our people, man. Yeah. You gotta love our people.
Man.
Oh,
beloved. Man, you gotta love our people, man.
Yeah. Oh, beloved. Oh, beloved. Yo, please. Please.
There you go.
Hey, listen,
can I get my time? Can I please have my time?
Yo, that's the new name, yo. That's the new name. Debo.
I just need 1 second with Flea. I need 1 second with Flea, and I need 1 second.
But love, you know, I'm just playing with you, okay?
I need 1 second with Bossman. Bossman, who was number one? Who said all of this is eventually going to come down, and everybody
the one,
come
bro.
back down to reality. Now, maybe I called a reverse sweep, but yo, I told y'all, just wait. This momentum, yo.
Hold on. No, wait. Let that settle in. Wait. Let that simmer. I ain't gonna lie. That's
like retracted.
Niggas said I had to call the reverse sweep.
That's like retraction.
That was smooth.
There we go.
But it's better.
That's number one.
That was smooth.
Okay, that's a number one. Number two is Bossman and Allball 3 months ago who called Denver.
That's true.
You called it.
Now, Flea.
You called it.
We all know. We go to the park 1 week, one good guy and 4 bums. Yo, nobody could beat them. Niggas pick super teams. Nobody could beat them. The next 12 open runs, nobody's picking that other 4.
Yeah.
That's basketball.
Nah, but
that's
exactly.
Yeah,
go G, my fault.
Yeah,
I said that's exactly what I was saying to them. They playing exactly how they kind of been all season long, right? They was on a nice run. They beat a lot of teams. They won a lot of games. They played tough. Jimmy's been playing out of his mind, so he's ascended to another level. But who they have ain't a great matchup for who Boston really is. Boston's been a top 3 team in the East. They've been a top 5 team in the entire NBA all season. Nah, this could be one of them shits where, like you said, reverse sweep where Boston come back and win this shit. We don't know.
Mm.
I'm being honest. In the fashion that Boston is playing these last 2 games, the confidence is just getting higher. They just how much better they are. That's why I was always big on when you got somebody down on the ground, you got to finish them. As far as when it comes to sports, you cannot give them not an inch of room because these guys is great players. And remember, Tatum in the beginning of the season, MVP candidate. You got a guy just as good as them on the team with him, Jaylen Brown. So listen, man, Miami, that game 4 was supposed to sweep them. And if they come back 4,
that's a great question. What you gonna have to say about Joe Mazzulla?
So much praise. It's gonna be crazy. Listen,
me?
No, OG, because he was
keeps his job.
He was caught.
No. But remember, I didn't want him to be fired. I said I wanted to stand. But if he bring them back from that 0-3 deficit, and then they also competitive in the chip or even win, he has to keep
two
his
things
job.
happen with this.
He has to keep his job.
I believe the superstars embarrassed Boston when Magic came out and said they playing like whatever, girls or whatever. They don't have any heart. That right there woke everybody up. That's for any one of us. I don't care how we playing ball, whatever it may be. If somebody want to go after your manhood, you have to show the world, listen, I'm not a punk, regardless. I'm not a punk. I'm going to fight all the way through. I also believe that Boston made the right adjustments against Miami by going big. Listen, we got big guys that can play. And that right there just threw Miami off, period. So but beloved, you called it, man. So, a lot of kudos to you, my brother.
He love that. He love that shit. Look at that nigga. He love that shit.
I just.
Hey, let me ask a quick question. Did y'all see the beef with Shannon Sharp and Kwame Brown?
What are you saying about Kwame? I mean, what's Shannon? The last thing I heard from Kwame Brown was about LeBron, like how LeBron don't got no moves. But what he said?
Kwame spoke on LeBron. Shannon Sharp on his show today, a whole segment, and went crazy. I'm talking about crazy. I'm talking about he went crazy. Your man came back. He went a little too crazy.
What he said?
Shannon Sharp, that was personal. He called out Benny. He just basically was like, yo, you shouldn't even be able to talk. He called him, you the tallest farmer. He said, you shouldn't be able to talk about somebody being great. What did you do?
That's
like,
stupid.
He went a little ham.
That's stupid.
I'm not going to lie.
You can't talk.
Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown.
He breaks it down. I like Kwame.
I heard him.
Listen, bro.
What he said?
You know what he told that nigga, ain't no first downs in basketball, nigga.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch. You gotta watch it, beloved.
You gotta see. You gotta watch it.
I ain't really a fan of Kwame Brown, but you gotta watch it.
I'm not Brown. I like the fact that he said it for himself, Kwame Brown. I definitely like that. I'm not a fan of his because I really didn't watch him. I knew he was in the NBA and all that, but he never did anything, far as to me. But however, his rebuttal to people is on fire. On fire, everybody.
Yeah, but I think that's if he was doing something else. Now maybe I'm speaking out of turn because I don't know fully. But if he was doing something else besides just talking shit, see, every time I catch him, that's what he's doing. He's just talking shit. This starts because I guess he's giving his opinion on Braun, whatever, but he's talking shit at the same time. So, but if he was ever talking basketball, if it was ever, you the number one pick, so we supposed to listen to what you're saying, right? But you never really kicking basketball. You never really saying nothing. You're not breaking down the game. You're not over here talking about the game, but you just talking shit. So I would respect it more if there was a balance where it's like, okay, you talking the game, but because you are a number one pick, because you are that guy, you want the respect that you want. Okay, talk to us about the game. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me know that you know the game. I don't really care for him just chatting too much.
Yeah,
But hold on. But just real quick, I mean, he had his on LeBron as far as knock on LeBron. I'm not saying exactly LeBron hit it and all that.
He can't hear you. Somebody got background noise. Yeah, he can't hear you. Yeah.
You can hear me now? What he said about LeBron as far as the final shot, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like, his opinion and what he said, I'm going to be real, and I've been saying this, a lot of people feel like that. A lot of players feel like that. And he just have the balls to say it because he don't want to be in the in crowd. Now, I'm not a fan of none of them. I'm a fan of us. I don't know them dudes, but I don't think there's no problem with him having a. I think what Shannon Sharp did was wrong because Shannon Sharp basically stood up for a grown man that has nothing to do with it.
I can't comment on something I didn't hear. And I'm not saying, because you're just giving us a bird's eye view, but you're not saying exactly what he said because you probably forgot. We all forget things.
Oh, No. Kwame Brown was basically saying like, he said, how was LeBron the GOAT? If man, it's a lot of times where he's like, how you even get the last shot up? For when you got swept, then he's like, basically like he like Kobe and Jordan, they'd have got a shot up. He like, so you stat, you pass, go with the points and all that stuff. He was like, that don't make you the GOAT. And he was like, man, I'm tired of people running with that narrative that they trying to make people say you the GOAT. You ain't no king to me. And he was like, man, Jordan would have rose up and at least got a shot off. So it may seem a little personal, but I just feel he didn't really take a shot at LeBron as a man. He kept it basketball. Shannon Sharp, to me, took a shot at Kwame Brown, the man. And it was like, I don't understand
what makes you feel like he
LeBron
took a shot at Kwame
he
Brown
can defend for himself. So it was just weird, but I just like, because Kwame Brown didn't say anything about Shannon Sharp.
Though.
But my question.
Why does Shannon Sharp
question?
Yeah, call him a tall.
No. Why does Shannon?
You call him a tall what?
You call him a tall.
He kind of
He's from the South and all.
his fault.
But this is what I don't understand.
Yeah, he kind of.
Okay, but this is what I don't understand, right? If Shannon Sharp and Skip is debating the Lakers series or what happens to LeBron or Boston or the last possession, why does Kwame Brown even come up in that conversation if you're not trying to defend LeBron? Like Kwame Brown has no influence on the game. He's not another sports reporter. He's not another TV analyst. Why even bring up what Kwame Brown is saying? You don't like
because it was trending and they had to pick it up. That's why they had to pick it up. Yeah, it was trending.
No, I didn't even know he had that much traction.
Because of the way he came at talking about that situation. Yeah,
LeBron. So Flea, I agree with Flea. Like to me, Kwame Brown has he has substance to what he's saying because he played the game. He played the game at the high level. He was a high level player. He played the game at a high level. Not that he's a high level player, because if you say one wrong word, niggas don't even understand it. He played the game at a high level. He wasn't a high level player, but I don't think that. Once again, I hate when people say, "Oh, what did you do in the league, bro?" He made his professional league. Like nobody, that's not no thing to poo-poo on. He made his professional league. Shannon Sharp, you made your professional league. So imagine somebody like anybody that makes a professional league for a certain amount of time, you have to respect them. And number one, that they know the game. They may not have been good or processing the game through their talent, but they know the game. But I understand where Flea's coming from. Like when Kwame Brown comes out, it's like a diss track. It's like, all right, you have some good points, but then people just really want to know like what you got to say. They're not really hearing you for substance. It's like a Tupac song. It wasn't a good rapper, but hit him up with a good song.
I agree with what you said, but my point of view with that whole situation, from the beginning, they started attacking his manhood, and that to me, and that's what we talk about. My basketball skill. Listen, I played. I was the number one. I ain't do well, but don't come attack my manhood. To me, I just felt that was wrong. He was attacking people in that aspect. So, Kwame played with Jordan. All they said, Jordan did this to him, did that to him. That all I don't know. I don't believe none of us was there. But, Kwame do have some things he's saying about the league, about players and all that. He has the right to say these things, whether they like it or not. He, like you said, he played the game. Whether we like it or not, whether he stayed at 9, 10 years, whatever it may be, he was there for a reason. There's nobody giving a player that type of money for no reason at all. So he was there. He played. Now we can criticize his play as a player, the number one player. Yes, he didn't do. He didn't stand. He didn't stand up. What he said about that stood up for being that number one player. He was a mediocre player. Mediocre player. I mean, from the game standpoint.
Yeah. Power.
Shout out Carl Krauser.
Yeah. Power.
Old Black Magic. 54. Old Black Magic. Yo, I wonder if you could type this. Did he play for Rough Riders, or he played for that other BX team? Black Magic, Carl Krauser,
for the Broncos.
Pittsburgh's finest.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about in 55th.
I'm not
I
sure.
want to know. I forgot his team. 55th. I think he had a black and silver.
Yeah, that's called right there.
Yeah. That's
right
called
there in the
Black
comments,
Magic.
right?
One of my favorite point guards.
Yes, sir. Well, hold on. Powerball said, look, it's politics. Imagine if everybody speak their mind. It's the reason why Jordan don't speak. Then he said, Mario Chalmers said nobody feel. So this is my problem. And I don't want to about LeBron, but it just seems like certain players you just can't critique. You can't have your opinion on because people go berserk. And to me, whether you like Kwame Brown or not, I have no dog in this race. But to me, Shannon Sharp was wrong because once again, but Flea, you're right. It definitely was clickbait. Definitely was clickbait. But
I feel you. I feel you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Another gold man. I'm just being honest.
Think about this. Think about the word polarizing figure, right? This man is about to be what 4 or 5 days that he's out. Every time I open IG, LeBron not feeling well. LeBron played with a torn meniscus. LeBron did this. LeBron did that. It doesn't he's not in it no more. Why? Good night. Do you understand how we're taken away from other players? This is how polarizing this man is, and it's not because of what he's doing; it's because of what they still trying to market. I don't want to talk about LeBron. I'll talk about the rest of the NBA. When the series is over, we get into free agency more. We can get into the draft more. We could get into things like that. But to talk about them, come on,
Boston is on the verge of making history right now.
Yeah, and Shannon Sharp talking about why he likes it. I don't care about that. Listen, all we need to do is focus on Beloved's predictions, right? When we focus on Beloved's predictions, right? Right? Stand on your square, 7, godly number. 7's a godly number, right? So when we focus on Beloved's predictions and we give Beloved his kudos, let's just focus on
All right, well, we gotta wait till Game 7 is over, man. We don't want to give you a kudos early and then some mess happens. So but right now, I'm being honest. I think the stars are aligning. Like I said, they got their confidence back. Vincent got hurt. Listen, man, Saturday night, if Miami don't get it done, you can forget about it. They are getting blown off the floor in Game 7. Just like what Boston did to Philly, they will get blown off the floor, and Tatum will give another 50-point game if they don't get this over with Saturday night.
Tatum has 40.
Well, in the game, they're not going to win. Bottom line. So you have to shoot the ball well. It's hard for them to do it like this consecutively. And I see them doing it. And I don't care who wins. My Knicks are not there, period. Point blank. So
OG, I want to ask you something. Let's say Boston does come back, right?
Yes.
You hold a lot of superstars extremely accountable for the outcome of their teams. Fair to say? Okay. So I want to know potentially what type of conversation are you going to have for Jimmy Butler if he loses 4 games in a row is a part of that, right?
Fleet, hold on. Fleet, I asked him the same question earlier this afternoon. Go to the YouTube. I broke the question down to the molecule for him. Yo, you know what he said? Wait till you the turn back around. I asked you the same question. You said I have to turn back. I don't know. I may have to. I'm not really gonna hold them accountable because they're G League players. You can't do that.
I'm very, very curious to know what you got for him.
Hold on, Flea. Hold on, Flea. We can check. I did not say that. Oh no.
But I did ask you. Okay, you remember me asking you this question, right?
Hell no. Okay. Now watch this. I'll tell you what you asked me. You asked me about if Tatum and win, how do we feel about them? Because you said, remember, a lot of people were saying Tatum and Jaylen Brown wasn't superstars. I never said Tatum wasn't a superstar. I never said Jaylen Brown was a superstar. I said I still think Tatum is a superstar, but I never said about the G. No, I never said that. We could definitely go to the tape. If Miami loses this series, Jimmy Butler's gonna get so much smoke that
I
he
don't
might
think you got to.
want to see me. I'm
You
telling you,
can't
he
walk
has to.
the way you've been.
He
The
has
way
to.
you've been on this Jimmy Butler
Why?
shit. Yo, you this gonna be a
Bro, if you listen,
boss man.
I'm telling y'all now. I'm going. Listen, now I'm going. I'm going. I'm gonna be invisible for 3 days. Look at both. He done learned on the phone. I'm going invisible for 3 days. Right? I'm going invisible for 3 days.
Yo, boy,
and then it's gonna be
boss
Ether.
man,
I'm
beloved.
doing a take with the Ether
This
beat
will be
behind
like
me.
a monumental walk back. Like he will be like back flipping. Yo, this shit will
Jimmy
be
Butler.
nasty.
Listen, you the one that called him a superstar.
That's great. Yo,
listen,
you
bro.
called him a superstar.
Come on, man, don't
you
do that, man. Like,
Hold on.
he still is until they lose the series.
That's not how it
No,
works.
he's not a superstar, beloved.
Oh,
and-
boy, it doesn't work
if he
like
loses,
that. I don't think.
because I don't know. I'm with
both of
You asking
y'all.
me? You asking me? I don't think he's a superstar. I think he's a star player. I don't think he's a
I
superstar.
think he's been playing. I've always said I think he's playing at a superstar level, but you know, I can't.
I don't think he's a superstar. You can't come in. You can't have 7 years of you not being a superstar. Then your next 5
I
is
don't
superstar. Then
put him
your
at
you
the
can't
top,
do that.
the top
first
tier,
7,
but he's playing at a superstar level. He's
the first 7 years he wasn't. The first 3 years.
You can't.
No, you can. Oh, you
can't ascend to a superstar. You gotta come in as a superstar.
No, you could ascend to a superstar, but you have to come in as an all-star or like a player that's about to play. Superstars come in right away, all-star. First 2 years, first 3 years, first 4 years. A lot of superstars do that. There's an anomaly, but when people come into the league, that's your team. They're a franchise player. That's your team. Jimmy Butler came in as a defensive specialist.
But that's what I've always said to you,
Like for 7 years,
he's
he didn't do
ascended.
anything.
Yeah, you know,
that's
I've always said
he's a star player. He's a star player.
Huh?
Well, that 7 years.
No, he said that.
You said 7 years
Not
he didn't
for a
do
superstar.
anything?
No, 7 years he didn't do anything at the superstar level. His first 7 years, I think he made 1 All-Star game. If that, I think I'm wrong about that too. I really could be wrong about that.
No.
So,
all right.
I think his first 7 years he probably made 1 All-Star team in his first 7 years.
That might be right.
Yeah, I think like that's not. So you're gonna erase the first 7 years of his career?
But this is what I'm not understanding. I'm just trying to figure out why can't a player come in the league, work on their game, get better, and then ascend to a superstar? How was that?
You can't work.
And that's what Kobe did.
Giannis.
Kobe and
Giannis. No. I agree. I disagree with all y'all comparisons. I'm not.
No, he didn't.
I'm not.
He came as a star. He was a star.
There was high level expectation. There was high level expectation for Kobe.
Yes,
Bryant.
and
Okay.
But he didn't. Did he meet up again for the first 2 years? Did he make the All-Star game? First 2 years.
Who was it? Kobe? Hold on, wait.
Hold
Hold on, Boston. Hold on a second. Who didn't have high level expectations? Oh boy, that's what we asking. Kobe, no.
Nah, Bean had high level expectations.
Kobe or Steph Curry, no.
Yeah.
Jerry West said he
that's
was
why
Michael Jordan. That's why he drafted him. What?
No, I agree with that.
Level
I don't disagree with that. I agree with what you said about that. I'm just saying Kobe didn't come inside taking the lead over anything like that. I know you didn't. No, I'm saying this. You didn't say none of this. You didn't say that. I'm saying
okay.
I mean, we can all agree to disagree. I don't think Kobe and Steph Curry came in with high expectations.
Yeah,
I disagree with that. I don't care what Jerry West said.
Well,
I'm just saying personally, I disagree with
franchise, that. If you don't think a franchise trades a pick and drafts a person, and the GM says those kind of comments, you don't think those are expectations? Remember, they traded their draft pick.
Once again, that's Jerry West's expectations. You ask me, I don't think in the full scheme of things, I don't came in with high expectations. No. Once again, beloved,
no,
you can't
keep
fixing an argument for yourself, bro. No, I gave you my answer. My answer is you said all players come in with high expectations and come in as stars if they are already superstars. And we just named 2 players, or let's say 1.
I
because
said
y'all don't agree with one.
Kobe Bryant came in with high expectations,
Steph
but
Curry
I
didn't
don't
come in
think
with
it
those
took him
expectations.
time to become a
That's
superstar.
It took some time to get
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
Right.
Like,
he worked on this game.
Yeah, like he had, but he became a superstar entirely faster than Jimmy Butler. If we're comparing,
and that's what Beloved said.
The 2.
Came into,
yeah,
right.
Like even guys like Paul Pierce, they didn't come in the league with high expectations. Them dudes was good players, but there was no high. Like, and then you can even reverse it.
But
guys like Lonzo
Ball
came in with high expectations, and
the lottery
they might not
is
even
really
be in the league.
designed to, those first 13 picks are trying to change. They're trying to change my franchise, not be franchise, but come in and really like contribute. That's why they lottery picks. After that, the guys that get picked, it don't work out like that because everybody don't get picked the right way. You can go back and look at drafts and redraft the whole shit, but usually the first 10 picks is guys. You know what I'm saying?
But what Beloved said, I just want to respectfully disagree, saying that you have to come in as a star or high expectations to become a superstar in your career. I think you can work up to becoming a superstar. I don't think you have to come right in to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe that.
So maybe I think maybe taking what I said was wrong. I'm not saying is when you get drafted, your first game you average 27. What I'm saying is when you get drafted and you are a star player or superstar caliber player, that franchise drafts you, they build around you, and by the third, fourth, or fifth, between the third and the fifth season, you start seeing that time and effort come to fruition. You see an all-star game, you see maybe a playoff bid, things like that. But those players are drafted, and then everything is built around them. What I'm saying is, I can't just forget Jimmy Butler's career until the playoffs start, until he got to Miami, or his last playoff run in Philly. That's almost 10 years, y'all. How y'all just forget almost 10 years of a person's career? Not saying that he's not a star player, but all ball and ball swing. Listen to this: 10 years of a person's career, right? Then you say he's playoff Jimmy, he's a killer, and okay, he's playoff Jimmy. Regular season, team culpability, team composition, and this overall performance counts to call somebody a superstar. I don't think this playoff run makes him a superstar. I think he's still a high level. I put him in the tier 2 players. I put him right there with tier 2 of star players. But I can't just say he's a superstar because his run. Because look how this run may end. You see what y'all doing? Think about what you're doing. Look how this run may end.
All right, but until the run ends, look at the run in its totality right now until it ends. And he's not only for 1 year, like 4th or 5th year that they're having these great runs.
No, this is the second year. That third. Because they made the finals, the bubble finals, and this run. That's 2.
But he had a run with
that's 2 final
too,
runs.
Right? They did.
That was the Eastern Conference. That was the semis. That was the second
1-1 play.
Oh no,
that's the semifinals.
Hold on, somebody Google. I'm not mistaken. They've been to 4 out of the last.
The
last 4 Eastern
3 out of
Conference
the last
finals.
4. Yeah.
And then they've been to finals.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. 20, 21.
And that's why I have
22,
him. Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I'm having as a high level tier 2 superstar.
So who's the superstar to you right now in the league?
Superstars: Steph Curry, Giannis. Joker. Man, I gotta look at the league.
I know my point is,
Braun.
I know we can't mention it right now because I don't have my computer in front of me. But I would like to see it. I would like to see his playoff status against their playoff status and see how we compare against. Because it only, like everybody says, and all the players say, we don't say this, it only counts in the playoffs. They're all ready for the playoffs. When he's in the playoffs, he performs at a high level.
That's something people say.
Coach,
for
you
TV.
coach, beloved. You want your kids to play well in the playoffs. You want to get to the playoffs.
I want them to play all season to work, and I want them to play consistent basketball all season. I don't want to turn it because you know why? That doesn't work for everybody. That on and off switch, that everybody can't do that. So that's an anomaly. That's a figment.
No, but hold on, boss man. But this is what y'all missing. Last year there was a number 1 seed. What was the seed they was before that?
Last year they
so
was
let's not act like this year they was in the bubble. But last year they was a number 1 seed. Right. Let's see what year before that they was. And let's not forget, Minnesota had a 14-year playoff drought before he got the playoffs. Philly lost in the game 7 with a big shot from, at that time, Kawhi Leonard was like nobody can stop him. So Jimmy Butler is the reason they was even in a game 7 where they could have went to the Eastern Conference Finals. So I'm not.
Jimmy Butler was on that.
Yeah.
When he hit the shot, he was on that team.
Yeah. He was on
the Philadelphia team.
And he said, what's name doesn't work from the league.
Yeah. No, my fault. I'm not disagreeing. My face expression, I'm thinking. My facial expression is thinking facial expression.
He said MB doesn't work hard.
All good.
Like Kobe said about Shaq.
So,
you don't work hard.
Okay. Boss, I'm not disagreeing I'm not saying that when he comes to the team, he doesn't change the culture for the best for the best. I'm not disagreeing on that. But that's what star players do. And some superstars take it to the next level. Think about you. I just asked me who I think is a superstar. I couldn't name 5 because I don't just
That's what I've always said.
Everybody I know.
There's only 4. There's only 4 for
name 10 superstars. I only could think of 4, and all the 4 I named, they have.
There's only 4. There's only 4 for me.
Not saying championship is the only thing, but you got to remember, Allball. Yes, he makes the playoffs with Minnesota. He also has a co-rookie of the year. Didn't Karl-Anthony Towns win rookie of the year that year?
Who?
Or co-rookie? Karl Towns, Cat.
That's supposed. What does Cat winning rookie?
Because you're not playing by yourself. He's not taking another. You saying he done it before? That's not 5G leaguers. He winning rookie. He has players on that.
Cat needed that.
Cat certified players on that team. Yeah, I'm not saying exactly, and I think everybody needs another player. And if you don't think you need another player, you're about to see why you need another player. Because if Bam is not consistent,
we all know you can't do it by yourself. But going off with, like, yo, you got to take your game to. Besides these 2 games in the playoffs, to another level. And I just disagree with you coming to the league and you've been in there 12 years. In your first 7 years, what you said, you was okay. But then your last 5 years,
that's cool.
One of those
cool.
years,
what type of smoke do you have?
Superstar.
He gonna come up. If he come up short,
So
we gotta wait and see.
Listen to this. I don't
want to hear that was just a great season for HC because the type of.
That's what they're gonna do though. But why I tell people you gotta listen. One thing I do, I hold people accountable for things they say and what they say in the moment that sounds good. Not saying you do this Allball. I'm just saying everybody on here. That's why I take a lot of notes and say, remember, you did say this. So people, when this happens, everybody has to be accountable because I don't have no smoke for Jimmy Butler. You know why? Because to me, he's not a superstar. You know why I don't have no smoke for him? He's a star player that galvanizes people to make them feel like just like him. We all in this together, y'all. If I fail, you fail. This is why they had a good run. They caught teams at a bad time. They caught teams at a bad time, and they ran through the playoffs. I respect that because a star player makes your team do that.
Beloved, but beloved, how do you say that when last year the last 3 years they've been having the same success? So how were they catching people? How are they catching people like that?
But
this is the 3rd year that they're
catching people like that because
number
1, last year they were number 1 seed. This year they were a playing team, and people really didn't think highly of them. People thought like this is.
Of it, the bubble they went to the chip. Then they almost went to the chip. Now what I'm saying is you're saying that they're catching people off guard. How?
Who's their
It's not
first
the
round
first
matchup?
year this is happening.
My
He's
fault. I'll let you finish. Then I'll respond. Finish Allball, then I'll respond.
No, Milwaukee.
Okay.
first
Do they
round
have a
matchup was
psychological
No.
edge right off the bat over Milwaukee?
No.
They
How the heck they been champions? Hold on, beloved. Hold on.
What you just asked, beloved?
They eliminated.
Yeah.
Do they already have a psychological edge over Milwaukee?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would they?
Yeah, I know.
Because Milwaukee knows what type of trouble they're going to give them, and they bumped Milwaukee one time, didn't they? In the bubble, they bumped Milwaukee. So how that? It's not a psychological edge of a team that we don't want to see them because we could have went to the finals twice, and the only team that stopped us was Miami.
Yeah, I think that Milwaukee got bumped this year.
I just
opinion,
agree with
they
that.
Wasn't healthy. Like Giannis just wasn't healthy. The first couple, he got.
I'm not even going to that
those first couple games.
Okay, but I didn't finish my point. So listen, so you already got a psychological edge over a person, right? And their star player misses 2 games. So you go to the Knicks, right? Knicks star player plays great. Your role players are better than their role players. Good matchup. You catch Boston very bad body language. You catch them. They're underestimating you because they already see themselves in the final. They are underestimating you. You're not Milwaukee. They're expecting to see Milwaukee. They see a summer youth team. So they're not even looking at you. And just like we all say, when you go to that park and you look at them bums, niggas playing in Timbs and jeans, and they come out with that dirty white beater and they beat you 3 games, you're like, yo, how is he beating me? Then when you come back now, you're about to lose 4 straight. It's not a knock on Jimmy Butler. My point is I don't see it as a knock on Jimmy Butler.
Your point would make sense if this was the first year. Once again, they've been doing this 3-4 years.
Okay, so if they did it for 3 years,
how
point. They don't have an edge, a psychological edge?
Milwaukee, I don't think Milwaukee have a psychological. I mean, I don't think they was. I don't see that point, beloved. That I don't see. And I'm not. I mean, that's your point of view, but I don't see that. I believe when Milwaukee played them, they're going to stop their behind. This is the 8 seed, who a playing game for them. They're going to stop their behind. And just so what happened, Milwaukee didn't play up to their expectations, and they was hurt a little bit. If they was healthy, we wouldn't be having this conversation at all.
But also, to me, this is what makes superstars. When you could, as they say, galvanize the troops. When you're undermanned, you don't have the talent as everybody else, but you take them and you push them above. So let's not act like Miami is not overachieving, and the head of that train, pause, is Jimmy Butler. Like that's the only thing I'm trying to say. Like this dude, if you look at that Miami roster out of the whole 30 teams in the NBA, that roster might not even be top 10. And year in and year out for the last 3-4 years.
Let me ask you something. What is wrong with him just being a star? Why does he have to be a superstar?
No. I mean, he doesn't have to be a superstar. I just think his play in the playoffs and him taking that team every year to the playoffs and sometimes being a number 1 seed, I think you have to be a superstar to do that with that type of roster. I'm sorry. I don't think a regular player or a regular star player is doing that with that roster. I'm sorry. I don't think Giannis can do that. I don't think Steph Curry can do that. I don't think Kevin Durant. Look at all the help they need, and they not where he at. They not doing that with that roster. To me, it takes an exceptional superstar player to do that. I'm sorry.
I ain't got no argument for that.
This is a good argument on both sides. I mean, everybody. I love the argument
I understand.
because we really thinking about this, like Beloved said. You have to really think. You just can't just blow out words and say you have no substance behind it. I think everybody's bringing a great substance. It make us think, though, man. It make us think, and everybody's sticking to what they believe.
Yo, you know what we should think about real quick, Flea? What you think about this, right? Beloved 3 months ago said Denver is the most compact team, right? From 1 to 7, you have to guard everybody in the court. Beloved says that 2 months ago. Then he says I think Boston may sweep Miami, right? And then Miami winning, and Beloved keeps going. Be patient, grasshopper. Like talent, eventually, this is the NBA. And then, it's a 3-2 series. Flea, what you think about that, Flea?
But Boston is not sweeping Miami. They down 3-2.
He's about to
if I win 4 straight, it's a sweep. If I come back, if I come back,
throw the stuff in there, Beloved. It's beautiful.
It's not a sweep, but they did lose 4 straight. They lost 4 straight games.
But hold on. Let me ask this question.
Right.
When the Knicks was playing, they won.
But
who do we want to see, Miami or Milwaukee?
Miami.
Because we felt we
Miami
can beat them.
Yeah, it was a better matchup.
It's a better matchup for us. And look what happened.
Mm-hmm.
They spent up.
The Knicks won 2 games, right?
2 games.
Knicks won 2, right?
I mean, I think it was still a better matchup.
Okay.
So,
two.
If we would have played Milwaukee,
Our big man didn't play well. The whole team didn't play well. They outplayed everybody. The coach, everybody. The fans, all of us. From top to bottom. In and out. But, I mean, back to Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler's proven to be is on that borderline of superstar, as you guys said, and star. But Allball made a good.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Allball. Jimmy Butler in NBA. Jimmy Butler is in my top 12. So I got 4 superstars, and
if he's a superstar, he closes this series out. I mean, we call it what we want. If he's a superstar, he closes this series out, and he takes his team to the NBA Finals. You have you in the position right now. You in this situation right now. Like there's no if and if he was there. You here right now.
Yeah.
Win game 6, take your team to the finals, and
But I don't believe that.
I totally agree. I just like I said. I just think it's probably certain criteria for certain players as far as superstar status. And of course, he doesn't match maybe what the typical superstar is, where it may be Instagram, sneaker sale, jersey sale, or whatever. Like you said, MVP candidate in the regular season. But with that roster, if you're getting them to number 1 seeds, getting them to the playoffs, and you making these kind of runs, I think you got to be more than a star to do something like that. Because once again, the 4 guys y'all named, I don't think they can get this team to a conference finals with that roster constructed like that. I don't think Giannis could do it. I know Steph can't.
with the same road.
I only think
LeBron at this age, I don't think he could do it.
Milwaukee has good shooters around him for LeBron.
Yeah, same road. I mean, at this age, I don't think LeBron could do
with
it.
the same road that Miami had. You take out Jimmy Butler and place the 4 superstars that I think are superstars. You place these guys in there. The same road that Miami has had. You don't think they could do this? That's interesting.
No. But and I'm talking about throughout the season. No, like think about it. Last year. It was the number 1 seed.
Oh, so you're not.
No,
So you're not.
nah,
oh, my fault. So you're not just saying this playoffs. You're saying you're looking at it as
they won 1. They won 1 seed last year. They was in this situation last year. Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals.
With this roster, with this exact roster, I don't think the 4 superstars that we consider bona fide superstars, I don't think they can do what he's done, where you get to the finals or to the conference
so
finals.
he's better than all of these niggas then.
7 with 1 shot to go to the finals. I don't think. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that's to me. That's what makes him a superstar this year. His 3rd year having type of success, to me, with a roster that, once again, that's not the top 10 roster in the league. If we breaking down all the rosters from Philly to Denver to State to Cleveland, with how they looking now, I'm just saying rosters. Sacramento,
I mean, they lost a few players. Like Oladipo played well for them this year. Hero played well for them this year. Bam played well for them this year.
Yeah.
Like he ain't got the rosters that these other guys have. That's true. But he got some pros over there. You always singing Kyle Lowry's name.
Yeah.
Kyle.
I think
Kevin, yeah, he definitely got some pros. He got some vets. He got some good players. I just feel like I said, a lot of these other guys, whether it's the mindset, whether it's the sacrifice, whatever it is, and let's be real, he don't shoot 3-pointers. Like he doing this shit, and he's not a 3-point shooter. Half the league is 3-point shooters. So I just feel, I beloved, y'all all make good points, and I think in this situation, I don't think you can be right or wrong, whether he's a superstar or not. But okay, if we agree he's not, I think he deserves to be spoken about. Maybe then he might be right there. If we're gonna say he's not, I don't think it's just clear cut. No, he can't be a superstar. I think he could be, and if he gets this team to the finals, I asked that question. If they get to the finals, would y'all consider him a superstar just for this year?
He fully
Beloved?
shit.
I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna say he's playing. I'm gonna agree with Flea. I'm gonna say he's playing at a superstar level. And then if we have to let me finish. And if they lose the finals, and if we have to make a list, to name 5 superstars going into next season, I will put him on my list because I gotta respect what he did. I gotta respect what he did the last 3 years of the season. You got bumped. You went to a final. You lost the finals. You lost a conference finals, and you lost another final. I'm gonna take it into account, especially the roster he has. So I'll put him on my superstar list. But now, Allball, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel this Miami roster going in? Do you feel if Giannis doesn't get hurt those 2 games, would it be a Game 7 series, or you still pick Miami to win?
I still pick Miami to win because I picked Miami.
Oh, you did?
Before,
okay, I didn't know that. My fault. Okay, I didn't know you picked them. All right.
I actually like Boston as well. Like I said, I just think the matchups
fully healthy
Miami
Milwaukee. I got
with
them beating Miami in like 5. Fully healthy, yeah, they get them out of here. That's what I think. But
I mean,
Giannis gets hurt. Giannis doesn't play game 2 and 3, right?
Yeah.
Was it 2 and 3? I think he. I don't think he played 2. He might have played 3.
Okay.
It might have been 2 and 3. But then for fully Miami with Hero, like we could agree to disagree. I think the way Miami is constructed and with that coach, listen, when they knocking them threes down, we see what they are. And I just think a team like Milwaukee, I never liked Milwaukee because their coach is terrible.
So then who is Miami really? Let me ask you that. Like, are they what we saw all season? Right? All season long, they struggled. But now they on a hot run. Like, who are they really? Is that not a fair question?
All right. Yeah. To me, Miami is a team that plays together, that has great coaching, and their culture is we play winning basketball. We don't play hero basketball. To me, that's their culture. And I think that's what has them with the success they have. A lot of these other teams think I have 3 superstars. But if you play hero basketball, that doesn't get you wins. So I think Miami, with the style of basketball they play, that's why they're successful. Because they don't care. They're going to sacrifice. And they do the little things. They're going to rebound. They're going to scrap. They're going to dive. They're going to do whatever it
What
takes.
Percentage, real quick, I want to ask y'all, what percentage do you give Miami winning Game 6 Saturday night?
Yeah, I probably
50-50.
Yeah.
I got 60-40
Miami.
Miami.
Nah, yeah, I'm not 50-50. They probably got like I go 75. They got probably 75% chance to win. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
You said Miami 5%.
Everybody,
Let me ask you, they showed Hero shooting around with Fabian, it never fails, right? My ass should be asleep. Never fails. About 10, 15 more minutes. I'm taking my ass to bed.
Man, I love it, man. I love it, man.
Look, I said 15 minutes. I asked to go
You
to
said
bed.
15 minutes, I'm going to bed after this.
Yeah. But you know what else? I hopefully they come back on real quick. And you know what? Also, point I'll be loving to make. Here go beloved right here. Hopefully he come back on. Another point I be wanting to make is, and I said this on a post about Jimmy Butler. What if he had the roster everybody else had? Like we seen. To me, we see Anthony Davis. I don't even think Anthony Davis LA is the height of his career. I think his height was seeing him in New Orleans.
I think the height of his career when he lost that Golden State series. I think that Golden State series he averaged like 21, 28, 12, and 4 and 4. He averaged 4 he averaged 4 blocks that series.
Right.
But
Go ahead.
you seen the boss man yourself, you seen once that bat goes, it's never the same. You see how pause. You see how thick he is now at the bottom?
No good.
Yeah, because he can't get that type of conditioning where he's all torque. That's why he's very, very bottom heavy now, because his hips and his back. He has to take more rest days. But go ahead, my fault. I didn't mean to cut your point off. Okay, what you were saying about the roster?
It's all good. It's just that, I only reason why I kind of like vouch for Jimmy Butler a lot is because I think it's good for basketball. I think it's good. I think it's good for the youth. I think it's good for the young men and women to see that hard work pays off. But let me say this. A lot of these superstars, when they got a regular roster, they're barely scratching the playoff or they getting swept, a la Kevin Durant. So that's why I kind of fight for Jimmy Butler, because it's like, what if he got a roster like them dudes year in, year out?
Allball. We can't.
What if he... Mel, let me finish my point, Mel. It's
Go ahead. Go ahead.
A lot of these guys, what if Jimmy Butler right now just say, bunk it, I want to go to Denver. And then he has superstar numbers and now he's getting to the finals. And so that's kind of why I vouch for him so much, is because I respect KD, LeBron, all them guys, man. Great players, great athletes. But these guys is writing their own narratives, man. And these guys, they not willing to struggle. They're not willing to go through the fire. As soon as it get a little hot, them dudes is jumping on the next thing smoking. So that's kind of why I vouch for Jimmy, because it's like, yo, man, he's going through the fire with his crew. He ain't complaining. He ain't crying for help. He ain't going, yo, get me out of here. I want to go over there and ring chase. So I think that says something.
Would you vouch the same way for Steph?
Absolutely.
Clay?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't say, but like those like there's players that stay with that team alone.
No.
Like,
But hold on, man. I was going, but they did cry.
No, they didn't cry for help.
They didn't cry
They didn't cry
for help.
for help.
KD, listen.
KD cried for help.
Kate, they went to when KD said something. When KD first spoke to Iguodala at the Olympics, that's when they were like, hold on, wait, he want to do what? That's when they started flying. But when KD put the idea up to Iguodala called Steph. You got to remember that, though.
Them dudes ain't running back. I'm sorry, y'all. Them dudes admitted. I'm going to let Mel go. Them boss man, beloved. Them dudes admitted. They said this. We wasn't beating him. So as much as we want to say who called and who did this and that, I'm just saying Jimmy Butler, he stands there and deals with it. Like I said, when he's on that podium, he ain't complaining. He ain't doing what Luka did, crying to I need help. That man deal with what he, like my father always say, Stevie Wonder said, you got to work with what you got. That man work with what he got, man, and he don't cry and complain. So to me, it takes an exceptional dude to do that and to take this roster the last 3 years deep into the playoffs, and some of these guys got all-star team rosters, and they're not even getting past the second round. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, but I also feel like it's the culture in Miami. I can't discredit what Jimmy's doing, you know? But it's also the culture. I feel like anybody they would pick to go there would do the same, my opinion. Because it's the culture. It's not Jimmy Butler is playing a part. He's the main star. I can't discredit it, but it's also the culture. The Heat is not settling for less, or it's not settling for somebody who's not going to perform.
Stay there. No. Hold on, Mel. Stay there. Kevin Durant will go
For
there
sure.
and they will be title
It's certain
contenders.
shit that they wouldn't accept. You got to be in top-notch shape. You got to, you know what I mean? All that extra shit, all that extra off-the-court shit wouldn't rock. Like, it's the culture, too. It's not just Jimmy Butler. It's the organization.
So what roster was better? Phoenix Suns,
Right.
Brooklyn roster.
It's not about the roster. It's about the fit at the same time. It's about the fit. I think so.
Steph
If you
Curry
come to
is-
Miami, yeah, I think so. My opinion, I think so. And then it's not just a one-way street. It's a two-way street, right? Where else would Jimmy be able to do this at? He's not doing this on a lot of other teams. He wouldn't be the number one option on a lot of championship teams. He wouldn't be doing this. And then we have seen him on other teams.
Yeah.
He did play with Embiid. He was over there in Philly Embiid against Kawhi. There was no play of Jimmy against Kawhi. So you can't just forget about that. That was only 3 years ago. He was with Cat, another top 5 center. Like I can't discredit, but you acting like he wasn't in the league or something these years before, neither, when he wasn't Jimmy Butler yet. I didn't
He made a
say that,
difference for
right.
every
And
team
then
he was on, bro.
this is why I agree with Beloved.
Talking about.
Look at this is what wait.
So
Go
if
ahead.
he was
That don't make you a
if he goes to
superstar.
Golden State right
Because
now,
you change
if he goes to
Right.
Golden State right now and Curry's not there, who's the number one option?
probably Jordan Poole.
Yo, bro, hey, boss, you see how they so
Jordan
bad
Poole or
don't
Clay.
want me to
You
be
think
right?
you
Like,
think
these
Jimmy
dudes
Butler
are
gonna go?
Wait.
comical.
You think Jordan
I don't
Poole
think you
or
heard the
Clay?
question. Hold on, time out.
No,
Mel, hold on,
it's
Mel.
comical.
Mel.
Come on,
Mel.
to
Listen to the
argue
question.
with y'all.
Mel. Okay, but who boss? I mean, oh boy, he didn't hear the question. You can't get mad because Mel, this is the question. He said,
Right.
if Steph leaves
Right.
and you put Jimmy Butler there, who's the number one option? Obviously, it's gonna be Jimmy Butler. He didn't hear the question.
He
That's
heard
it.
Talk
Mel,
about.
what's your
Watch
answer
this,
to that?
beloved. Watch this, beloved. Now that you heard
Probably
of it,
Jimmy
who's the
Butler.
number one option?
I didn't hear it.
So I didn't.
You didn't hear the question, old boy.
Hey, beloved.
Right,
If
right.
Listen, if you go with that shit,
But
I
look,
know what I'm dealing with, bro.
no.
Them niggas
Oh
hate
boy,
when
here we go.
I'm
Here we
wrong.
go.
I'm
Though.
telling you.
Here-
All right, my fault.
No. Stay there. You told me wherever he goes, he will not be the number one option.
90% of the teams in the league.
So see,
Okay.
To me,
You
Jimmy
said he
Butler
wasn't that
doesn't
wrong.
play like he's the number one option. Jimmy Butler gets into the team's mind. I think Jimmy. Huh?
Son Joe Weeze, what up,
That's all
Joe?
right.
My fault, man.
And that's why he's not a
Talking again.
superstar. That's why you can't be a superstar. You can't not play like you're not the number one option if you're a superstar.
Hold on. So when we look at KD, who's a superstar,
Right.
and he can't galvanize the team to play the way they're supposed to play, and you have
That's leadership.
Not all
That don't have
No,
nothing to
no.
do with being a
Leaders,
superstar.
Can I
I
finish
totally
now?
disagree with
I
that.
don't disagree with what you said, but I'm saying that we have a
Okay.
star player who can do that, and he's shown to do it. He's doing it now. He did it with Philadelphia. They didn't want to follow behind him. He got out of there. That's all. So when you
Right.
take a team like this who are non-drafted players and
That's
bring
because of injury. They had a young great
I don't-
shooting guard in Tyler
Okay,
Hero.
we're gonna make it. We
They
can
had
make
Tyler
excuse-
Hero the whole season. They
No,
had Bam
no.
Adebayo. That's 2 other players that averaged 20 points over there, bro.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's bringing a team together. That's my whole point. He's bringing.
I agree what he's saying. So Mel, I agree what Mel Bossman is saying. Right now, with the roster they got, forget about the injuries. With the roster they got, yes, he
Right.
is
I
galvanizing
agree.
that roster. Me and Mel is saying you have to look at totality.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Oh, you have to look at the season in totality where he still had Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. Now, I think, this is what I'm saying, old boy, I think I can name 7 players. If you still have Bam and Tyler Hero over there, I still can name
I
7 players
agree.
that'll get that roster to the
Hold
playoffs.
on. Watch this. Is Ben a top 10 player?
No way.
No. I'm asking
Top
Mel.
10?
Oh.
Hell
Is
no.
Bam a top player?
A top
Is
10
Bam a
what?
top 15 player? Is he a top
Top
15
15?
player?
Nah.
Where do you rank
He's not
Tyler Hero as a
point
shooting
guard.
guard right now? Is he
He's a
top
shooting
10 in the
guard.
league? All right, is he top 10 shooting
Maybe
guard in the
like
league?
15, 20.
No.
That's who
You still have
That's who
help,
Jimmy
bro.
Butler's dealing with. Hold on. Some teams have 2 of the top 10 guys on the same team. He got 2, maybe top 15.
Wait. But look,
Maybe.
there's plenty of teams, there's plenty of superstars that don't got 2 other people that average 20 points on their team. At the same time, he has 2 other people that average 20 points on their team. There's a lot of teams that don't got that. LeBron don't got that.
Name 2 teams.
Right.
Name 2 teams.
Denver don't got that.
Just name 2. Stop. Mel, hold on. Allball, name 2 teams that got that.
That got what?
2 other players that average. I'm not even gonna say 20. 2 other players
No,
that
they
average
averaged
over
20.
18
Both averaged
points.
20 before.
Well, you got
For
Boston.
sure. I looked
You
it up.
got Boston.
Yeah.
They got
You
2
got
players that average 20.
Philadelphia.
That's it. They don't have 2
You got
other players.
Philadelphia.
They got 1.
I mean,
They got 1. 1.
Philly,
One.
Philly might have it.
No,
Philly
they
got
ain't
it.
one. You got the
Philly.
Knicks.
Yeah, so you have no. So that means no. This is what we're saying. Jimmy Butler is the superstar, right? So we're asking you to name. So whatever superstar you think that team is, name 2 other players on that team that average 20.
we just said you guys call Tatum a superstar. That's Boston. You
Right.
call-
He don't got 2 other
So
people
that-
that.
Yes,
not
he has
getting what I'm
1 other
saying, bro.
player. Oh man.
Hold on. See, this is what we not gonna do. He averaged 20. Them dudes right now, if we ask the best power forward,
But you acting like he didn't have 0 help. He didn't have the G League team for the whole year. Tyler Hero just got hurt in the playoffs. Bam been here the whole year.
Why are we
Bro,
talking about Tyler
has
Hero? He's
2
never playing, so
just
that should be irrelevant right now. We shouldn't
Yeah,
be
like,
talking
come
about the person that's not playing. We talking about
But
the people
he
that's playing.
played and it was still an 8 seed. He had help.
move the goal line every time.
No. All right.
Y'all both
All right,
just
hold on.
agreed.
This is why I'm saying he's not a superstar. You saying he took teams to the playoffs. He made it to the conference finals. He made it to the finals. That's not expectations for a superstar to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Steph Curry and Giannis, that's not the expectations for a superstar.
Yeah, this kid here, man. Go ahead, man, because you swear you be dropping the mic. Go ahead.
Is that not a fact? Is Braun satisfied? Is Braun happy when he make it to the conference finals? Is Curry happy when he made it to the conference finals? Is the top superstar?
What is your what is
Thing
your
is that's not expectations. That's not a superstar expectation. That's not a trophy for superstars. And you keep on bringing these up like it's a trophy for a superstar. No, it's not supposed to be if he's a superstar.
Is Luka a superstar?
Right? Yeah.
So,
to me,
he didn't take his team. He quit. He quit.
Right.
So,
he didn't make it. So him
Jimmy
not
Butler
making
didn't
it.
quit. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not knocking your point. I'm not. I'm listening to what you're saying, but we gotta be very careful when we say these things because Luka didn't do anything. He quit.
Okay.
Quit.
Right.
How's that just
that's just
okay
okay.
though, Mel? And I'm not
What,
arguing
right?
with you. I don't like to argue with anybody.
Well, then
Bro.
the team owner told him not to play a few games too. It wasn't just him. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's cool. Superstar's not supposed to do that either. He's supposed to get smoked for that too. That's not cool.
My blood pressure up. Y'all not getting my blood pressure up. He got
How is that crazy,
This nigga
bro?
is
How's that
crazy. Crazy. Yo, he asked yo, Luka, but
So
he quit.
Kevin Durant quit,
Right.
It's
and
okay.
it's okay then, right?
Right, he's a superstar. What niggas saying? Oh, KD not that good. Oh, he didn't make it to the conference finals. He didn't. That's not expectations for a superstar at conference
Did he
finals.
quit? Did KD quit?
Hold on. We don't know what Jimmy
No.
Butler's
I'm not
expectations.
saying
You think
his expectations. I'm talking about the expectations from fans on superstar players, not us. Not him. His specific superstar. Expectations.
Okay.
You don't agree with that? all the smoke you give everybody, you gotta give him the same smoke.
I don't-
Like, all right, if LeBron go to two finals and lose two finals, if I know
Really?
Luka,
Man, I'm
let's
tired talking
let's
about
no,
LeBron.
let's do Joker.
I'm not even-
Let's do Joker, right? Let's
This
do
is-
Joker.
Thank
Right,
you. Listen,
Joker.
can you
Let's
put
do
a
Joker.
person that
If
played in the
Joker
last month?
make it to the finals, right, and lose, right, and then make it again next year and lose again, what are we gonna say?
He's still a superstar. You can't take away a superstar status because he lost.
Yeah.
Right?
But you're gonna give him smoke.
We're gonna give everybody smoke. That's no question about it. Everybody.
Jimmy
we talk
Butler
about
gets no
everybody.
smoke. He's been there twice, and he's about to be there twice. He's gonna lose twice. Most likely, he's not gonna get no smoke.
That's not true, man.
Who?
Oh, okay. So what he's saying is, Allball. He's saying that if like he's, I understand what he's trying to say. He's saying if KD, Steph, LeBron go to finals, right, and when they
Right.
lose, they get mad smoke. He's saying if Jimmy Butler gets there and he loses another finals, we're going. The narrative, not only you, or maybe not you. The narrative is going to be, well, look at the team he brought. That's a whack team and things like that. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
But we don't do that
Yeah.
up here. Everybody get the smoke.
Yeah.
We have.
I like the
I don't-
storyline, but I don't believe that's going to be the truth
Yeah.
because we talked about the team KD didn't have. He didn't have a good team. He came there 10 games in. Latter
I'm gonna
part
get
of
down.
the
Ask somebody
season.
else up. Ask somebody else up. I want to be a fan in the which call in the comments. No, I'm not getting smoked. I'm not getting smoked. He's not a superstar. All right, so I could keep on going.
Yo, I'm about to get out of here.
I want beloved
Bravo.
enemy because he believes the same thing I believe.
Yo, let me make one more point. Let me make one more point.
Oh.
Oh boy, I got a question for you.
Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want if right now, like when you're in conversation, you're in mediation and things like that. It's hard to like look at certain things. Let's say we have like hours and then the person on the computer. A reason why a lot of people had Miami picked to go to the finals this year, and a lot of people had Miami picked to go to the conference finals, is because of the way their roster is built. We're trying to say if you take time on board, maybe tomorrow when you got time, look at all the NBA rosters, right? Look at they have a star and they have two very, very high level co-stars.
They not top anything,
a lot of
but
teams don't have that. A lot of teams have two. A lot of teams. Let me finish, man. A lot of people have two, and then there's a super drop.
Hey,
And
beloved,
that's what he's saying.
beloved, I got mad love for you, right? Nobody picked Miami to go this far. He did. He needs to stop. Nobody thought Miami far. I'm sorry.
I disagree with that. In the beginning of the year, a lot of people picked Miami. That's why they were very disappointed. They were saying Miami was having a disappointing season.
Hold on. Until they got to the Knicks, everybody thought they was gonna beat the Knicks. Nobody thought they would beat Milwaukee. Nobody thought they would beat Zip.
I didn't say they thought they was gonna do this in the playoffs with this roster. I'm saying in the beginning of the season when everyone was healthy, a lot of people had them in Milwaukee in the conference finals. A lot of people didn't believe in Philly. A lot of people built a lot of. I saw a lot of people pick Miami.
My brother,
catch
be
y'all
good,
on.
beloved.
Peace to the black people in America.
Yeah, I disagree with that. Everybody was talking
Boston.
Philly, Milwaukee. Yeah, hey Boston, man, they trying to bamboozle us up here.
Yeah.
The old
Oh.
now we holding
What up,
on,
Coach? How
man.
you doing?
Coach, what up, Coach?
What up?
How you been?
You got the
Man?
fresh haircut
Relax.
there, bro.
Tonight.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach, listen, man. Boston might make history.
It's bro, this shit is WWE. I've been saying it.
Nah,
Team,
I don't want to.
listen.
I'm not going.
Teams 3-0. Teams down 0-3 are 0-150. If you notice, everything you hear in Sports Center, this and this is the first time in history that it could be the most random shit, but it's the first time in history for a lot of shit. So I think that it's just I think that it's kind of
So what you're
scripted
saying,
almost.
let me see if I'm correct. If Boston and the Lakers go down, losing the series and not winning the game, that's bad for the NBA. Okay. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't think they would ever want that to happen.
Yeah.
Two elite franchise to go down,
Listen,
swept.
real ballers don't care about ratings or none of that. Let's be honest. Who's going to get more views? The Boston Celtics with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown in their squad, or the Miami Heat with Jimmy Butler, Bam versus the Nuggets?
Okay, stay right there then. Let me ask you a question. I may can agree with you to a certain extent if these last two games it was bad calls, refereeing. Hey man, you telling me Miami's just giving up?
No.
And
He's
they just get they down with the Oaks?
But he was talking about the Raiders now.
No. I know what he's saying, boss man, but what I'm saying is I don't think it's scripted. Once again, I make it believe you if these last two games you see real bad calls. Hey,
Like, all right, in this game tonight, how many times you seen the whistle blow after the shot missed?
A lot.
Yeah.
Right, because they're calculating the over. Everything that has to do with gambling has to do with the game now. Like, they sponsor gambling at halftime. They sponsor gambling on the basketball court. The NBA probably makes more money from gambling than they do from jersey sales on certain teams.
I can agree with that.
Like, for example, the New York Knicks, right? You really think people are buying out Julius Randle jerseys? Right. But you know they're putting money on that parlay.
But see, I'm being honest. You know, us as Knicks fans, man, a lot of us, it's not far-fetched if his jersey is selling out. Like that's how much New Yorkers we are. If we having a good season and he's an all-star and this and that, like I said, it's hard for me to say the fix is in. Like I said, if it's a close game, I see a bad call, or I just see where it's just one-sided. I'm being honest, man. Miami is just they looking like they didn't ran out of gas. I'm just being honest. I don't.
So you think their court? They probably have one guy over 30. And you tell me they ran out of gas? I could understand if you had veterans, like if you was the Boston Celtics in the final year of them being together.
But coach, listen, Jimmy's older, Kyle Lowry is older, Kevin Love is older, and let's not forget Bam is down working by himself. So he's gonna get tired. He ain't got no big man that's gonna hold him down like that. Remember, he gotta run around, he gotta do a lot. So I get what you're saying. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. I really don't want to believe that, to be honest.
So, honestly, I'll be real with you, right? The reason why I believe this shit is all rigged is only because ever since they legalized betting in New York has become relevant in every single sport. Seeing that and knowing that New York has generated the most money out of any state gambling just opens the door for that to be in the back of my mind.
Yeah, but boss man, also coach, if they really want to rig something, why not let New York or LA get there? That's what I'm saying. I don't believe it.
Do you see how in the NBA Eastern and Western Conference Finals there were 3-0 leads. And also in hockey, there's 2 3-0 leads. How rare is that? How suspect is that?
What's up, Joy? Listen, I don't hear about no Miami either, Joy. Nothing.
Hold on. No, wait. Let me go. Hold on. Hey,
what's up?
Hey, young lady. I need you to go for your crew. Jimmy Butler.
He will not.
Better not have me out here looking crazy. Please.
I promise you.
Oh.
Let me tell you something about Jimmy Butler. Y'all know what a troll is? Y'all know what a troll is?
Go ahead.
That he's a troll. Heat fans know Jimmy Butler is a troll. He turns it on when he wants to and turns it off when he wants to. He ain't had it on in a minute. And even people can say, oh, he had 29 last. He did not play well, in my opinion, last game. And tonight, he was relying too much on freaking Caleb Martin and Duncan Robinson to take his behind home when he could have turned it on and we could have possibly won tonight. But here's really what it is. Kyle Lowry can never start again. That's on Eric Spoelstra starting his behind. He was coming off the bench the whole playoffs. And I would rather have Caleb Martin start because Kyle Lowry He's too slow. He's old. And he's been turning over the ball too much. And Caleb Martin keep up with our pace way better than Kyle Lowry can at his age. That's number one. Number two, Bam played like a freaking punk tonight. And am I really surprised by that? Offensively, yes. Defensively, no. He got good defensively. Rebounding wise, 2 games in a row. It's unacceptable. That's number two. Number three, Jimmy Butler. Number four, we're doubling too much. Listen, we cannot afford for when Boston gets hot from 3, we cannot afford for us to go help and make it an open shot. We can't afford that. I understand Dunk is on the floor, but you gotta risk him getting cooked and Max getting cooked because we're leaving guys. We left there right open from 3. Tatum, Brown, everybody open from 3, and they hit those shots. So it's different if they're not hitting those shots. When they're hitting those shots, we're cooked. So we have to stop doubling so much. And here's my thing. Miami is going to come back in game 6 and they're going to win. Jimmy will probably drop 30 to 40 points next game. He's just a troll. That's what he does. He's an unserious basketball player. That's why people struggle to play him in superstar conversation because he picks and chooses when he turns it on. But I guarantee you they're sitting there behind to Cancun next game. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you.
Hey, Joy. I like your explanations. Very good, very on point. I realize you want to become an anchor for basketball and all that. You're doing a very good job with that.
Thank
However,
you. I knew there was a however. What's up?
Yes. I'm just using what Coach said. Do you think the NBA have something to do with this, with losing games and winning games?
Not in this case. Not if
in playoff like situation. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If it was a lot of foul calls tonight, like just unbearing foul calls, then I would agree. But like Jimmy Butler had Duncan Robinson outscored him tonight. You expected to win? Caleb Martin outscored him last game. I mean, what NBA team's gonna win when their best players under 20 points?
Coach, what you
think? What this is where it comes down to, like, bro, it's an elimination game. Like football, when people talk shit, that guy that is the best on the team, like, how the fuck doesn't a superstar do that with the games on the line? Like, how are you on cruise?
Jimmy does it a lot. I'm telling you, Jimmy does this in the regular season, and he normally. You said what? With your point.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Like, you made extremely valid points. I just feel that the gambling has taken over in every single sport. Like, look at baseball. They use the baseballs.
So you think hit more home runs. Jimmy dropped these games on purpose? Wow.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Too much money being lost.
Coach, I love you to death, but I said Jimmy don't know him, but just going up for his story and what I see, I don't think he's that type of player to do that.
You say that until they tell you, yo, Allball, listen, if you don't go over 20 tonight, you got X amount of money from boom. You telling me, right? You telling me that gambling is legal, right? And I personally play, but I bet. So you telling me that some of these players ain't telling their family members what to bet on? Like,
it's a good argument. That's Coach. So I have a question for you and Joy and Allball. In the last 2 games with Jimmy Butler, how many steals did he have?
I'll have to go look myself up and
right, because that's the way you can see him playing well when he gets steals, when he's out there being aggressive. I didn't really watch the game tonight because it seemed like it was just going to be a blowout. But when I saw it, he wasn't Jimmy Butler. So to say that, I have to believe Coach a little bit that you throwing the game a little bit for whatever reason, or you just didn't play well. But it's always a money factor when it comes into these games because they're talking about millions of dollars.
Yeah, boss man, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna agree with Joy a little bit. Watching the game, right?
Don't do that.
No. One thing she said with Jimmy Butler, as I was watching the game, and as you even seen him on the bench, and I see him working a little bit and talking to Tyler Hero, I'm hoping in his mind he's saying we're gonna save all our energy for Saturday night to get him out of here. That's the only thing I can guess. But Troy, is Vincent playing Saturday? Okay. Listen. If they let Boston come back from 0-3,
I might as well delete my account. At that
God.
point.
Yeah. You might as well be a Knicks fan. You might as well come to the Knicks then.
Yeah, no, it never.
Engaging it becomes now. Like you know how engaged people would be for that Game 7 in Boston after a 3-0 comeback.
Yeah.
You know how
I'm
crazy
telling y'all,
Boston would go.
Miami is winning.
Remember,
6.
Boston is
I
big on
guarantee
sports.
you.
Listen, you got to win Saturday night.
I'm telling you, giving y'all a masterclass on Game 6. I promise you. And the thing is this: he's not getting to the line, and then when he does, he's bricking his free throws. Like it's crazy. Jimmy gets to the line way more.
Come on now.
You got to agree with Coach.
But hold on.
Coach is right.
Hold on.
Come on now.
Hold on. Or has Boston figured them out? Let me say this. I've seen many times on defense, they ain't going for the pump fakes. They ain't going for nothing. So, once again, maybe coaching is coming into play, and he's telling them guys, hey, we played them for 4-5 games straight. Because I see some plays, I'm like, oh, they ain't. Remember, Jimmy Butler with his famous pump fakes, they just standing there. So, I mean, y'all all making good points. I just don't. I don't want to believe they don't
have
games.
Miami
I'm
figured
sorry.
out. But the thing is like Miami, they're not in sync right now. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Miami plays best when they're underdogs. That's how it's been the entire time that Jimmy's been there. And like when people start picking them too much, they get comfortable in the series that they're in. They start playing different, and they start playing with their food. They do this. They do this in the regular season and in the playoffs. And the thing is, it's just like you would think with Jimmy Butler's leadership that, it wouldn't happen. And with Foster there and with UD there, it wouldn't happen. But the issue is, honestly, Jimmy Butler's like that too, in a way. He plays with his foot when he gets comfortable. He's like, oh, yeah, like Caleb got it tonight. Duncan got it tonight. There's games where if you ask Jimmy, oh, like, what can we expect from your next game? He'll sit there and tell you, I don't know. Like, he'll basically say, you never know what night it can be for somebody. He does that a lot, and so it's just like it's a mixture of us not being in sync, and it's also a mixture of the nonchalant energy and the arrogance that we're up 3-0, or we were up 3-0.
I like that.
So now they're not playing in sync; they're playing too comfortable.
I like that.
Good.
Can I say one thing, right? I always like to compare it to like pick up hoops, right? So you go to LA Fitness one day, right? And there's this dude talking mad shit to you, and he got in your face and everything. You gonna remember that every time you see that dude. So where's that energy that when Grant Williams was in his face and he took over the game? Where's that energy these next 2 games?
Good point.
It just magically
He's
disappears.
And good point.
He's comfortable.
Jimmy Butler, we talking about.
But also, I don't care what team you have. If White and Smart is giving you 20 plus, if Williams is hitting threes, if Robin Williams is getting blocks and fast breaks, remember that wasn't happening. So it's like almost the roles reversed. Now all of the role players for Boston can't miss a shot. So I think that on top of, like you said, Miami for some reason is playing the underdog role. I don't get that when you have an opportunity to get to the finals. I think you just get it over with. And they playing a dangerous, you know Miami better than anybody. And I think right now, the Heat is a dangerous game as far as like just letting these guys continue to get confidence, let that coach get confidence. Because once again, once Boston realized they the better team, I think Miami in trouble. So I think game 6, I got to listen, man. Y'all got to make a statement. Like I don't think it could be close.
The effort
Y'all need to be up
isn't
double
there
digits.
on defense.
Seriously.
Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like they go up 3-0. They say, "Oh, we got this." We start cruising on offense and defense. And the thing is, with Miami, our defense leads our offense. That's literally like the thing with the Heat. So it's like you can't play bad defense and you're gonna play good offense, especially with Gabe out, Tyler Hero's out, Oladipo's out. We already got too many guys out to play that bad. We were playing hard-nosed defense and hard-nosed offense the entire playoffs, which is why we were able to get past these teams being undermanned. And they thought they was going to say, "Oh, Boston stinks. They whipped 3-0. We can play different." No, you cannot. Because now look at you. Now you blew 2 games.
Yeah, it's really tough because Boston got a big team, man, and Boston is controlling the boards now. Miami needs, and I agree to what you said. Miami needs to control the boards, get the steals, and push the ball up the court. If that doesn't happen, they're not going to win because they need open shots. And if they don't get them open shots, it just collapses for Jimmy Butler to get inside the paint. Because, like you said, they're just going to stand in there. They're not going for the ball fakes and all that. So the coach have did a better job of a scheme for Miami. However, Miami just got to take it another place now, another direction, meaning that, hey, we got to get back into what we've been doing since day one, playing our game, not playing Boston game, but play your game.
Yeah, good point.
Hold on, one more thing.
Listen, man. I
So
see y'all.
prior to you guys getting on, you probably heard us talking. The question was, is Jimmy Butler a superstar? Again, then what is the criteria for being a superstar?
You guys can meet that?
I'm asking, yes, I'm asking both of y'all that, Joy.
Oh.
You and Coach.
Well, we've had this conversation before. We were talking about, I think, Tatum and Butler and Jimmy. And I said, no, I think Jimmy is a perennial all-star. When I think of superstars, if Jimmy played like he normally plays in the playoffs all season, I'll call him a superstar. But in my opinion, he's a perennial all-star. And when I think of superstars, I think of Jokic, Giannis, LeBron in his prime. I think of players like that. I don't see Jimmy Butler as on their level in the regular season. He can play like that in the playoffs, but I mean, it's hard to give somebody a superstar title based off of like 20 games out of the year. So I've always called him a perennial all-star, and that's it.
I mean, I'm gonna view it the little bit of the opposite. I think he's a superstar because when the big moment is there, he's showing up.
Yep.
That's what you call us. Like, you could be an all-star all season and playoffs come and you like Joel Embiid.
James Harden.
You know, like Joel Embiid is like, he pissed me off. Remember I had Philly as my sleeper?
Yeah.
Yo, Joel Embiid can relax at the end of the season and they can get the pick and roll going and blah, blah, blah. My man didn't show up in the playoffs. I don't understand.
But I'll finish it off.
One more thing. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for example, right, there's tiers, right? So, like, Giannis and Jokic and Luka, and those are like top echelon. And then you got up and coming players like, for example, De'Aaron Fox, right? De'Aaron Fox been off the map because Sacramento been irrelevant, but you saw the hassle that he gave the Warriors in the playoffs.
Right.
So, like, there's levels to, like, the word superstar. There's, like, tier one. Like, for example, when you name the GOATs, you name, like, Jordan is on a different level than the rest of the GOATs. So, like, for example, superstars like Giannis, Jokic, LeBron, and Luka are on a different level than the Kyries, than the James Hardens. Like, these are all great players, but there's levels to it, to me.
This is what I'm going to keep preaching. Why is a superstar? Because all the guys that we're naming in the last 2-3 years, I think maybe besides LeBron, he ain't win nothing. Luke ain't win nothing. And what Jimmy is doing with this roster, last year they was a number 1 seed. Hit what seed they was the year before that. So the last 3-4 years, nobody else is doing what he's doing with this roster. Steph Curry's not coming in here doing that. Giannis is not coming in. Like, a lot of these other superstars need perfectly built teams for them to win.
Yes.
KD had Devin Booker as sidekick.
Can we just call KD a scorer, please? Like,
No. Hold on, coach.
great
No,
scorer. That's all he brings to the table, bro.
But he is a
So
superstar. But my thing is what Jimmy Butler has been doing these last couple years. I think you can work your way up and work hard to maybe 1 year you become a superstar. And I think this year what he's done throughout the playoffs, combined with what he did the last couple years, Joy, I'm sorry.
I'm not
He's a
listen,
superstar,
this
man.
This is not the night to have a conversation with me about Jimmy being a superstar. Maybe next week.
All right, all right.
We're not gonna let you live. No, we
Saturday.
need to talk about it now. We want to jinx this behind. That's all. No, I'm just joking.
One more thing, right? One more thing, right? A superstar always got to make his team better.
True,
That's my thing.
But they made a good
That's
point. They made a good point.
Kyrie Irving has all the talent in the world. He don't make his team better when he joins them. So that takes away from the attribute of being called a superstar.
As a Heat fan, here's the issue that I have when it comes to Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler does make his teammates better. However, I think that at times the media and fans give him too much credit for Miami's success. Like, I understand that, Jimmy Butler, he puts on another level. But, like, my thing is, like, Spoelstra is not getting enough credit. Because look at this. The last 2 games.
Agreed.
Who was performing? Caleb Martin, Max Strus, freaking Duncan Robinson. Like, our role players are worlds better in the playoffs than a lot of other role players that we play against. They outplay them. So my thing is just like, it is a Jimmy Butler thing, but it's also a Miami Heat thing. And to give Jimmy so much credit, say, oh, he got us here. I don't know. Spo's not getting enough credit for me as a coach, in my opinion. So, like, that's kind of how I feel about it. Because I don't know.
Well, I mean, the conversation is not about the coach, but I agree to what you said. He's definitely an excellent coach, but you also need a coach on the floor to galvanize that team together to get them extra baskets.
Or last night.
Well,
that's
I mean,
my issue. He pops in and pops out, and pops in and pops out.
Right.
I can't. Come on,
and I think somebody talked about the firepower about people when you disrespect people. People was disrespecting Boston, so something woke them up. When you got superstars calling you out names and saying you guys are playing like this, you're playing weak or you're scared, that right there's motivation for the coach to say, listen to what they said about you. And they said, and they woke up and they perform at a high level for 2 games, and that's good. I mean, I have no dime in this quarter. To me, I wish both of them would lose because I want the Knicks to be there. So that's my team.
You cooked on that.
Knicks fan.
You cooked on that.
But my thing is, I believe Jimmy is a superstar because of what he is doing every time he plays the basketball game. When the bright light come on for anybody, he shines. When you put the bright light
on Saturday.
When you put the bright lights on, who people say James Harden, he doesn't shine. And he had way better players around him, way better players.
So
you always got a question. We're gonna call you the professor. Go ahead. That's the new name, the professor.
Nice. No, but like when you talk about superstars, who's in that list? Is it a short list? Does every team have one?
No,
you know what I mean? Is there criteria to it, like tier 1, tier 2?
All right, put like this. I think some superstars are superstars for different reasons. I think Jimmy Butler, his superstar is because of what he does on the court in the playoffs. John Morant could be a superstar because of what he does off the court. Not saying the bad stuff, but meaning like the gritty, the young kids like how he is on the court. He's flashy. He's athletic. A guy like Luka, like I said, worldwide from Euro and all that type of stuff. So I think a lot of these guys are superstars, but some of them is for different reasons.
One of the players they don't talk about being a superstar is Kyrie. He does it every playoffs, regular season, doesn't make a difference. Right. He shines all the time, but he never gets the credit of being a superstar because of all the antics he does off the court.
Well, I think like when it comes to like Kyrie and stuff like that, I do agree with the tier thing. Like Kyrie is a 1B. He's not a 1A. So I think there's tiers of 1As or tiers of 1Bs. Jimmy Butler is he's proven, people will call him a 1B, but Jimmy Butler is proven to be a 1A in the playoffs because there's a lot of 1As that haven't got their teams to where he's gotten their teams. So you can call him a proven 1A in the playoffs. But Kyrie's a 1B. He's like a Robin. And KD.
But didn't Kyrie win?
He won with LeBron as a 1B.
Didn't he? But didn't he? Was he a big part of that win?
Yeah, but he got it, and he didn't get it as being the best player on his team. That's what I'm saying.
And he played against the best guard. The best point guard, which was Steph.
Right. And he was a 1A.
But we can agree. Let's just say you have superstar and then you have stars. So maybe certain guys is like right in the middle. You understand what I'm trying to say? So like, because if you got if you're gonna do tier superstars, you're gonna do tier 1, tier 2, then what's tier 3? So I don't know how to judge it. I just feel if you got LeBron, KD, Kyrie, Luka, Giannis, Joker, I don't see why it can't be 10 superstars. I don't have no problem with that because some of them is superstars for different reasons. Zion is a superstar. He don't even get on the court, but we can't say he's not a superstar. People go crazy.
He's a star.
Yeah, but it's hard to put him in that category because he really didn't do anything yet. It's what he can do.
I understand.
Right, it's on what he can do, but he hasn't done anything as of yet. He has a superstar potential to do great. We all know that, but he did not prove anything as of yet. You know.
Okay, see.
He's not
a superstar. Like I said.
Yeah,
someone said Draymond.
That was beautiful.
Like I said, I don't know, man. You know, we say guys ain't superstars, but they make it all-star teams. We may not like it. They sneaker selling, they jersey selling. So that's what I'm saying. Some guys are superstars for different reasons. My opinion for Jimmy Butler, what he does in the playoffs, what he does year in, year out, all season with the roster he has, no regular all-star.
I call people that sell the jersey, super rich. They ain't no superstar. You can sell jersey because somebody like you. Is John Murray a superstar?
Right. Yes. We may not. It's certain players that we may not think or like, but yes, he's a superstar. Whether we want to like him or not.
Well, what do you think about Paul George? I think Paul George is a superstar.
Who?
Paul George. Because I'm finna say we can't. Because that's the thing. Like okay, the only people I consider superstars is Bron. Let me say, plug up there. Bron, Steph, Luka, Jokic. Tatum is not one either. Tatum's not a superstar either. He's not. Giannis.
I disagree.
Embiid,
But go ahead.
Jimmy in the playoffs. Okay. And that's it.
Steph?
And Steph. Steph and Dame.
For
Steph
example,
and Dame.
right? Allball,
Huh?
you said you disagree? That's because he's on a different level than the players that were mentioned before him. He's a superstar, but he's not on the level of Jokic.
She said Tatum isn't. I think Tatum is a superstar.
He is a borderline.
And I agree with Joy that he's on a level below the people that she named ahead of him. He's not on Giannis level. He's not on LeBron, Jokic, Luka level. But he is a superstar, but it's just not on that level.
Hold on. See, now, look, I got to proceed. But now we going to stay on for a bit more. Hold on.
I thought we said 15 minutes.
I know. The first half of the season, he was the MVP candidate. At one time, At one time, Dre, we on this live thing all the time. My brother from New Orleans, B Streezy in the building, one of the best R&B dudes out there. It's my brother right there. Big shout out New Orleans, Streezy. At one time, Tatum was top 5, maybe top 3 best player in the league for a short period of time. We was on there arguing that. All right. But now, look at what he's doing in the playoffs. 50-point closeout games. Hold on. He has an opportunity to do something nobody has ever done. I don't understand how y'all say he's not a superstar.
I don't understand. Disappears. That's the issue and the thing I'm holding him to the same standard as Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, like the past 2 games, that's why we're not calling him superstar, because he disappears. But it might be for different reasons. Tatum might disappear because he's inconsistent. Jimmy's doing it because he's too passive. You said what?
Did you see what Luka did this year?
Yeah, but if you look at his other years, that I can't take over just off of 1 year. I can't do that. That's 1 year.
No.
Listen, bro, but you gotta understand where Luka's coming from. You brought all these fucking players in to make the team better, and these motherfuckers made us worse.
Somebody in the comments said on Tatum, if he retires right now and we look back at his career, we call him a superstar. Tatum. No. Who wouldn't?
No.
It goes back to what Coach said. We got to find the criteria. What is a superstar? What do you need to be a superstar?
And you name LeBron, Giannis, Luka, Jokic can give you a triple-double on any given night. Jason Tatum not giving you a triple-double on any given night. Jimmy Butler not giving you a triple-double on any given night. John Morant, fucking De'Aaron Fox, Steph Curry.
Coach, Tatum could give you 50 in a 7 game.
What he doing in the final?
He's a great scorer. Is KD giving you triple doubles? No, but he's giving you 50.
So did Jimmy. I still ain't giving it to him. I do it.
Listen, JT got there. Remember who his coach was?
We can respectfully disagree, man. It's all love. I just
ain't been right since.
How was that? Hold on. How was that Udoka? They damn near in the same.
You said what?
Last year.
I'm not.
How was that all Udoka?
But we see the difference between Udoka and Missoula and how the team looks different. They never got swept.
No. But all right, but they still have an opportunity to get to the finals.
Well, as long as they still playing, Joy, they still got the opportunity. So that's what we're saying. Right. Now, I'm not saying they're going to win. Don't get me wrong.
So basically, from what I get from this conversation is that there's different
and
kinds
we need to figure
superstars.
that out. We need to figure that out.
Yeah. We need to figure out what kind of superstar is who.
I'm sorry, but I also think superstars, I think everybody has different criteria. I think, like I said, some guys are superstars for whole different reasons than another person. That's just my opinion. Like I said, Jimmy Butler being a superstar is different from LeBron being a superstar. LeBron joined is probably stratosphere, but to me, Jimmy Butler, when it's playoff time, everybody's like this. Look what we talking about, Jimmy. We ain't talking about Jaylen Brown. We ain't talking about Luka. We ain't talking about
Jaylen Brown.
About Jimmy Butler.
Wasted potential.
I'm sorry.
I don't want Joy to start crying on here because we talk about
Boston
Miami like this. So we're not.
I'm not gonna cry because I know for a fact. I was trying to bet people all day. We are winning on Saturday. There's no doubt in my mind. We are winning on Saturday. I'm willing to bet 100, 150, whatever anybody want to do. We're winning on Saturday. I promise you.
How much you want to bet?
How much you want to bet?
Boston blows them out.
We got.
What about
we got to bet something like a charity. Donate to some charity.
No, straight in my pocket.
I promise you it's a blowout. I promise you it's a blowout in Miami. In Miami, it's going to be a blowout. I promise you. The Miami Heat are going to show up sleepwalking.
Cool. Hold on. Let me get your profile and everything. Hold on. Because when we.
Hold on.
It's a bet.
Is it a bet?
And how many points? Like 15 and up or what?
No, listen. Here we go. A win is a win. That's all you need to do.
No, but he said a blowout though. So are we betting on the blowout or not?
I'm gonna mind my business.
Right.
Okay.
More than 10.
All right. So hold on. So we agree. The bet is $100. Look, Boston, he loved that little thing. $100 that they win by 10 more. No, you got to be fair. The bet is Boston will win by 10 or more. That's the bet.
Hold on. See, it goes back to what Coach said again. Here we got the man making the rules for you guys to bet money. He has nothing to do with this at all. But he's making the rules.
But do you see how gambling is a play. You see how quickly people are willing to gamble. This is why gambling controls this.
Listen,
I'm telling you, it's gonna be Boston wins in Game 7, and you know what my prediction is. Right now, the Lakers and the
17,
Celtics are tied
17.
for
Yep.
most championships ever. So if Boston comes back from a 3-0 and then wins a championship, that makes it even more historic. It's just like it's storylines to this shit. You just got to figure out which storyline fits better. Jokic making the final builds his resume. Yes, he didn't win 3 MVPs, but he made the finals.
yeah.
You know? So it's like, to me, it's just like, you know how WWE, they write a storyline like Kane and Undertaker? Same idea with with sports. There's
That's
storylines to this shit.
Say no more. Well, you have a great night. See
Listen,
y'all
have a great
Saturday
one, guys.
Mhm.
Enjoy. Talk to your Miami
I got
people,
you.
man,
I
please.
got you.
I do not have. I do not.
I got
Listen,
Now,
shout
what
out to all the
on the
guest
run
members
out,
on
you
here.
understand?
Tanae Jones, my girl.
Yeah, man.
Damn,
Everybody
Allball,
next
you
time-
got wait. I'm here talking all this shit toward Miami, and you got your life on the line.
Listen, man, I've been talking so much shit about Jimmy Butler, man. You
He's
kidding
gonna
me?
he's gonna show out. I promise. We have a master class on Saturday. I promise.
Everybody follow the platform.
Have
Y'all
a
have
good
a
one,
great night.
guys.
I see y'all Saturday. All right.